You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana.
Bire mazak wuro nogong. Moro wia kok manoro tijik ningai.
We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana, it's paradise, it's our world.
Plains, plenty rice and sugar cane. Same Guyanese blood in our vein. So make we burn out the hatred, time for erasing. Can't make that destroy. 6 races I share the same space in this 83,000 square miles.
We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love.
No matter which religionist you could have Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, Hindu. Sister is a sister, real and true. One big part of culture brew.
And all of we together could really make this dream come true. Of a brighter Guyana for me and you. Ocean to mountains, hear this tune. Take it cool. We are one Guyana. A place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana. It's paradise, it's our world. Love runs deep like a beautiful rivers for Guyana. Oh, And when we stand as one, mighty like Mount Jerima for Guyana. For Guyana, our life would be beautiful, just like Guyana. She's blessed us with her own, just to embrace her. Say, one and alone can't clap like so let's put our hands together. Give her a standing ovation, this great nation, a little gem of this world. A place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana. It's paradise, it's our world. We are one Guyana. A place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana. It's paradise, it's our
Yeah, well, it's me again. Everyone level it for the microphone stand. Check the trend. Yo. Yeah, well, it's all about love and unity, peace and harmony, respect in every aspect. Yes, check it.
What happened to the days when we used to come together and used to live as one? When love used to flow through every girl and woman and every boy and man. Now there's so much war and crime and destruction moving through this land. But all the youths them come to turn that around. Then we go sudden. Everybody stop the fuss and the fighting. Cause this is the time for united. All of my brethren and sisters, holy for love we sharing, prayer we sing. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, hey, 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 hey. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, hey, 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 hey. Right, I know me come tell you something. The war and crime is no fun thing. Put down the knife and the gun thing. Leave that for hunting, prayer we sing. We want the war them fi end. Right, I know we come set the trend. Cause we want a better future for we family and friend them. So we go sudden. We no care where you come from and what's your name. One blood alone a run through we vein. Unity you know so that is the game. Everybody come let's join the love train. Wave all the hand them from left to right. Cause you don't know say how to unite. Everybody jump in a line. Come on and sing the punchline in time. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, hey, 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 hey. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, hey, 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 hey. Just let all the love them show. We no want the war them no more. Unity are the best way to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Only Father can set we free from all mental slavery, so we can live in harmony. You and me in harmony. Hey. In my brain and in my mouth and in my hand, me know me have the skill to set my foundation. Nobody could have never stray me off from my plan. Me stand up on top of the rhythm, I stand up on top of the version. Come me, put me trust in the Almighty One. I ain't give me knowledge, not to mention wisdom. Cause him give me guidance and protection. And that is why I can stand and say, yeah. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, hey, 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 hey. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, hey, days when we used to come together and used to live as one. When love used to flow through every girl and woman and every boy and man. Now there's so much war and crime and destruction roaming through this land. But all the youths them come to turn it around. Then we go salute. Everybody stop the fuss and the fighting. Cause this is the time for uniting. All of me brethren and sisters. Holy for love we sharing. Here we say love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, love.
Good morning, and welcome down to Livewire. It's all about love and unity, peace and harmony, and that's the kind of vibe we're pushing for here in Guyana: togetherness, oneness towards a brighter future for all Guyanese. So, good morning to everyone joining us. It's the 1st of November, the first episode of the month of November 2023. It's really great to be here with you. Thank you for all the persons already tuned in on the live. All of you for the support. I really do appreciate it. Vina Ram Karan, Sherwin Siram, Nirmala Allen, Krista Kurpasad, Chitra Sokraj, Data Nandalal, Omar Sharif, Gil Ian, Ms. Ram Charan, Becky Itwara, Leroy Mangal, Shakila Bridgelal, Mike Milky Captain, Prem Prasad, Deal Henry, Lash PA. Morning to everybody. Welcome to the program. It's really great to have you guys here. Remember, if you want to call in and share your views, the number is on the bottom of the screen. Don't be afraid to wait. No, don't call. Don't call. I ain't got the phone here. Sorry. Right, so no calls today. Sorry. I don't know. Actually, somebody called me early this morning and I went walking with the phone. It's not here. So guys, don't call this morning. If y'all see Vishal in the comments, no calls this morning. Anyway, welcome. Milky or Mikey Captain, I don't know is which one, but watching us from Barbados, welcome. Jean from St. Martin in the building as well. Paul Joseph, I'm still waiting on those videos, brother. You're supposed to send me the videos and the photos so we could work out getting that refuse removed from that area. Morning to Ajay Chatterpal all the way up there in Bartica. Morning to Mr. Earing Ward, Mr. Delroy Jacobs, Mr. Mayor, his worship, Anthony Murray. Good morning to all you guys up there doing tremendous work in Bartic. I'm trying to get one of them to come on the program, but they're so busy with the development agenda there in Bartic. It's really hard to get them. I spoke with the prime ministerial rep in the region, Mr. Ward, and the day he was supposed to come on, he had to go to 72 Mile to conduct some outreaches in that area. So Mr. Ward working hard as well. And keep up the good work, guys, up there. Keep pushing to do what persons who claim to love Bartica so much haven't done for them in the chance when they had, right? Morning to Randolph joining us from New Jersey as well. You seem to be someone you haven't seen you here in the comments before, but morning to you. So this morning, several things for us to discuss. First of all, there was a video circulating on Facebook in relation to some Venezuelans who look like they're here illegally. They broke into somebody's place and they were caught. And those Venezuelans, instead of being handed over to the law enforcement authorities, the body that is tasked with enforcing Guyana's laws, we had some vigilante justice taking place. And we need to condemn We need to condemn the last you throw him off there for a second. I want to but anyway, we need to condemn vigilante justice in any form. Now, the police are the persons who are tasked with enforcing the law. If somebody violates you, rob you, beat you, do anything to you that you feel is illegal, you have that recourse to go to the police. But we as Guyanese cannot condone what was shown in this video. Now, these Venezuelans were made to strip and walk whichever area they were in naked. And all I'm saying is, this is wrong. Whilst those Venezuelans need to be punished for breaking and entering, illegal entry into this country, the persons who made them to strip, videotape them, and put them on social media should face some repercussions as well. Right? That is a gross violation of those Venezuelans' human rights. Despite their circumstance, despite they broke into the people place, that should have never been the recourse. And I'm asking Guyanese to be level-headed about this situation. Don't be provoked by persons in the opposition who come on programs like this one, but they don't come here, but host similar programs of this nature and try to make you feel that the government has no interest in this border issue, or they're not dealing with it, and may make you think that you need to take drastic actions as that Guyanese did to these Venezuelans in that video. I want to outright condemn it in my personal capacity. I want to outright condemn it. And I'm asking the Guyana Police Force, well, I'm not asking, I saw the Guyana Police Force put out a bulletin asking for information into this video so it can be investigated. Again, whilst those Venezuelans are wrong and should be reprimanded for illegal entry, if they are illegal, 2, for breaking and entering, because clearly they got caught stealing or something of the sort, they should be punished. But making them to strip naked as the barn, I saw the lady break down crying. Even me, who I think I got a hard heart. I was like, gosh, boy, this wasn't necessary. Even if they get them a couple lashes, I would have said, well, fine. Drop 2 lashes in them. The man, not the woman. Don't be assaulting women. No matter what. Don't assault women. So even if you had to drop 2 lashes in the man, I understand that. Right? And in the video, it looked like the woman didn't even really understand English. So you could imagine, fine, they do something bad. And again, we don't know if these 2 Venezuelans are, because the guy looked Indian to me. The guy looked like he was of Indian descent or had a little Indian in him, dark-skinned Indian. You don't know if this gentleman has Guyanese heritage and he's just trying to get back to Guyana, come back here, meet a hard situation, ain't had nothing to eat. Probably people in one hire Venezuelans be there. And he ended up trying to steal to provide for himself, and he probably got family or children or whatever. Not saying it's right, but that could be the motivation. So instead of probably finding out what is going on, that person decided to force these 2 people to strip. And I thought that they were searching them to see, well, if they had anything else. So they went down to their underwear. And the man said, no, everything. Take off everything. You understand? And the guy had to explain to the lady, well, this man telling me, you got to take off all your clothes. So Sean, 2 Venezuelans were caught stealing, allegedly stealing. I don't know exactly what took place, but in the video, and I was trying to download it to play it here, but it's not. Paul, if you're on the live, please send me back the video so I could download it, but it's on social media. 2 Venezuelans were caught stealing in an area. I don't know the area. It's in Guyana. The person who allegedly they were trying to steal from caught them, videotaped them and made them to say, well, they're thieves, and then asked them or demanded that they strip down into their board suits and walk them through or send them on their way in whichever village this was. And I'm saying, Sean, whilst they should not be here illegally and they shouldn't be breaking into people's place, that cannot be the answer. That cannot be the answer in relation to punishing these Venezuelans, punishing these criminals who you're claiming stole from you, right? So I'm asking Guyanese to have a level head when dealing with these situations and not to taint the reputation of Guyanese of being hospitable, friendly people. I understand situations could drive you to be upset and to react not so smart. However, we need to let better sense prevail. And again, I'm saying that that could not be the answer or the recourse to dealing with the alleged theft or break-in or whatever they did. That's all I'm saying. Everybody don't have to agree with me, but as this is my platform, I'm sharing this with you. So hopefully you as Guyanese looking here could talk to your relatives who are here, who might be ignorant enough to do something like that again, to say, well, but this is not the way. And mind you, I'm saying Venezuelans that are here need to abide by our laws and our rules, regulations in Guyana. Venezuelans coming here need to abide by the process, whether you're looking for citizenship, whether you are a political refugee, you're looking like Melly, you're looking for asylum in Guyana right now, you need to follow the process. That is what you need to do. Follow the process, and once you're eligible, you will be processed. Right? I also saw a video, someone sent a video to me where they had some Venezuelans in Essequibo or something getting away from a bus. Please understand that that situation is well under control. The Guyana Defense Force has all those persons in custody and under close watch. So despite what certain quarters are putting it up, the Venezuelans coming in by boatloads every day and they're getting away into Guyana, it is being dealt with. Right? Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So we're moving on, but we're still on Venezuela. Anyway, the government of Guyana outlines its stance on the recent developments related to Venezuela's territorial claim to Guyana's Essequibo region. Right? Now, they issued a statement yesterday. Now, in relation to the aggressive new measures by Venezuela. Now, 1 week ago, Venezuela took aggressive measures in pursuit of its groundless and unlawful territorial claim to the Essequibo region. This included a national referendum aimed at incorporating the Essequibo region into Venezuela's national territory. Now, what was Guyana's response? Guyana strongly denounced these actions, characterizing them as blatant violations to the UN Charter and the OAS Charter. Now, and general international law. Guyana's statement emphasized that such actions amount to the international crime of aggression. Now, in relation to CARICOM support, the Caribbean community issued a strongly worded denunciation of Venezuela's actions, expressing full support for Guyana's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Now, in response to the received threat to its territory, Guyana sought protection from the International Court of Justice by filing a request for provisional measures. This request seeks an order from the International Court of Justice to prevent Venezuela from taking any action that would encroach upon or assert sovereignty over the Essequibo region or any part of Guyana's national territory. This request aims to safeguard Guyana's territorial integrity until a final determination is made by the ICJ. The people that are going to the CCJ, that's the first thing that's come out about. A final determination by the ICJ regarding the validity of the arbitral award that established the land boundary, right? Now, in the release, the government expressed that Guyana has confidence in its validity, in the validity of the arbitral award, which Venezuela accepted and recognized as the international boundary for over 60 years. Guyana is advocating for a just, peaceful, binding, and permanent solution to the dispute in accordance with international law. The International Court of Justice is recognized as the proper forum for resolving the dispute, as determined by the court itself in two separate orders. This decision reinforces the importance of international legal mechanisms in resolving such conflicts. Now, despite the court's determination that they have jurisdiction, Venezuela has twice formally objected the ICJ's jurisdiction. However, both times the court overwhelmingly rejected their objections, underscoring the court's authority in the matter, right? So Guyana, along with CARICOM, the Secretaries General of the United Nations and the Organization of American States, and the entire international community calls for Venezuela to uphold its obligation under international law. This includes accepting the ICJ's jurisdiction and presenting its case to the court and complying with the court's ruling and judgments in this matter, right? So I wanted to update you guys in relation to that statement that was issued by the government of Guyana yesterday, and again to reassure Guyanese that the government of Guyana is on top of things. Our joint services are prepared to ensure that Guyana is defended if the need be, and we will fare well. Our allies are on board with us, so we have nothing to fear. Nothing at all to fear. Now, let's come back a little closer to home here in Georgetown, right? Now, City Hall has been in a mess for some time, and this has been, or can squarely be laid at the feet of the opposition, the PNC. Not even the AFC, the PNC. This is the PNC councillors in City Hall right now, and have been in City Hall since City Hall was City Hall, right? And it seems like we're not getting anywhere in relation to moving the city forward and making City Hall a viable entity that makes sense. Now, the current mayor, Mr. Mentor, is pursuing legal action against the local government minister, the Honorable Anand Prasad, over a veto of an amnesty program for rates and taxes in 2023. Now, first of all, it is known that City Hall ain't got money. It is known that City Hall don't have money. It is known that an amnesty period that they had before didn't benefit the people who it was supposed to benefit. It benefited persons aligned with that party who had businesses and properties in Georgetown, who owed a lot of rates and taxes to get them written off. Why would this new mayor want to go down the same road of some of his predecessors? Why not try to collect these taxes, Mr. Mayor, so that your agency, the City Hall, could function better? Right? Now, according to Chapter 28:1, the mayor does not possess the authority to unilaterally grant amnesty. Past instances of amnesty followed a comprehensive financial records reflecting debts owed by all residents and businesses rather than exclusively targeting government buildings and specific areas. So again, no holistic approach to it, but somewhat systematic so that it benefits only certain persons. And I am saying to you that this here is not even the mayor's doing, because we know the mayor doesn't think or speak for himself. The mayor has to work with instructions. Y'all remember the mayor lose LGE. The current mayor of Georgetown, if you didn't know, didn't win LGE elections. Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? The current mayor did not win LGE or the area he campaigned in at the LGE elections. But nevertheless, he is the mayor of the capital city of this country, right? So it was emphasized that the need for the mayor to prioritize obtaining accurate financial records and an asset register for the City Council of Georgetown be one of the avenues that these PVPC councils have been calling for, that we have updated records, updated financial statements. We know what the city has, what it doesn't have, before we action some of these plans that they're putting forward, right? Now, in relation to transparency and accountability, it was highlighted that there's a pressing need to address issues in relation to the finances at City Hall, as there is not much transparency and accountability in relation to that. And it was also highlighted that there needed to be an eradication of the corruption and put systems in place to ensure accurate financial records are being kept, and those that are inaccurate from past times be brought up to date with the relevant information. But none of these overtures by these PVPC councillors are being taken into consideration. The only thing the mayor is concerned about is the fact that he is not allowed to bring a unilateral amnesty to the city of Georgetown, not benefiting the entirety of Georgetown. Now, in relation to challenges with collections, recent findings suggest that the council has not received collections from night vendors. Unauthorized individuals have allegedly collected money under the guise of representing city representing the city constabulary. This issue requires immediate action and resolution. And I could tell you personally of going through the Starbrook Market area, and you see people in these black skirts or black pants, they got on a regular jersey, and they got on boots that make you, or shoes that make you think they're somewhat attached to some military or policing organization. And they're going around to the vendors on the banks their age there, those illegal vendors that are taking up the walkway there. They're going there and they're collecting money from these people. But where is the money going? It's not making it back to City Hall. So it's about 3 constables or alleged constables going around the place. Well, not 3 specific ones. That's how they move in 3s. They got either a sergeant or an inspector with them, senior, and they're walking around and they're collecting these fees, issuing no receipts. Issuing no receipts, right? But because City Hall has not been putting forward any plan in relation to properly housing these vendors, giving them a nice, safe space that they can go and ply their trade, these persons within the organization and the city constabulary use this as an opportunity to milk the people. And anytime they investigate the city constabulary, a lot of them senior ranks gonna go home because they know about what's going on there. You're trying to tell me with where City Hall is and where the city constabulary is, they ain't seen all them illegal vendors on Regent Street. Now, I am not saying to move them, but clearly some sort of fees or something being collected. And that is the incompetence of City Hall. Now, and mind you, just let me make it clear that despite whatever these PVPC councillors put forward, they don't have the voting power to implement or get much done in City Hall. At the end of the day, it's controlled by PNC councillors. So I am saying to these PNC councillors who have the voting power to effect change at the council level, you see all them illegal vendors there. Why the councillor who responsible get a team and go and document all of them, so you know who specifically illegally vending where. So you're moving them until you find some place to put them. But you know, let me call my viewer's name. I won't call nobody else's name. You know, Pam Singh got a stall. Pam Singh got a stall at the corner of Regent and King. You know, Chitra Sukraj got a stall at the corner of Camp and Regent. You know, Taris O'Brien got a stall at the corner of Regent and Light. You know where everybody there. So it allows you to effect some kind of collection process. So you are generating some kind of funds. So you document all those people. So you know they're there. So you know every month, whoever's the amount you put, we collecting this times 200, 300, wherever it is. And there you have a way of collecting revenue from these vendors who are vending illegally, but you're leaving them because everybody needs to make a living. You understand me? And City Hall getting some income. Y'all hire people to clean the city. I mean, oh my goodness. Oh my God. Vishal, if it's you calling, bro, I said earlier, I don't have the phone next to me. I'm hearing it ringing, but it's not here, and I'm not going to pause to go and get it. So, no calls today. You ain't got to comment in the comments. Also, City Hall needs to ensure that these business places on Regent Street are paying their taxes. You need to ensure they're paying their taxes. And whilst they're paying their taxes, or they eventually do, or the few that are paying, you need to ensure that they get the services for the taxes as well. So everybody happy and nobody got no reason to complain. You understand? So PNC councillors, listen to your counterparts on the other side. They have suggestions. They have things that they have in mind to make the city better. But you just got to listen. It's about collaboration. It's about collaboration. You can't just oppose and say, mentor, you don't want to leave some sort of legacy for yourself as a mayor Georgetown. You want to be like Ubraj Narain, who could safely say he did nothing during his, I think, 2 terms as mayor. Nothing of significance. Could Ubraj Narain point out to us one transformational project in Georgetown that was executed by City Hall under his tenure? That I would like to know. I'm alleging that it's not happened, but I'm also saying that maybe it happened and I didn't know. Y'all tell me. Somebody tell me. Or if that is the case where the toothless dog of a mayor, he got no bite, you step down and let your as we call it, let whoever it is that giving you instructions step up as mayor. You think you got some chief counselor or some stupidness like that. Let that person step up as mayor, because clearly that person, but then again, we don't even know if that person getting instruction or have a genuine interest in moving the city forward in a positive direction. So shoot, is licks all around. Right? Now, the PPP councillors, this is in relation to the mayor's plans and vision. The PPPC councillors, they're calling upon the mayor to openly communicate his plans for addressing the many issues of the city. They're calling on him to outline his vision for the city for 2024. They're calling for him to present a budget that accurately reflects Georgetown's financial state. These requests, Mr. Mayor, fall directly within your ambit. So this is, nobody here is asking you, these councillors are not asking you anything outside of your purview. You must have a vision for the city. You live in the city, unlike the former mayor, right? Unlike the former mayor, you live in the city of Georgetown. So what is your vision for moving Georgetown forward? Now, mind you, Mr. Mentor, Georgetown didn't vote for you. Your area didn't vote for you. They voted for Mr. Diarmas, right? That youngster, that youngster who trunks you in your area as a incumbent deputy mayor, right? So thank God for your political affiliation, or probably thank God for the strings that are attached to you, that your party knows that are attached to you, so they could move you like a puppet in the seat of the mayor to do their bidding. And you, as an individual, up to now, can't see how you are going to progress the city or what you're going to do to enhance the lives of the citizenry of the capital city. Have you made any effort to get the financial statements of City Hall in order? Have you made any effort to look into some of the properties that were discarded by City Hall under your former mayor, the former mayor's tenure? Or probably you can't because your name might call. Might. We don't know. But if not, I'm suggesting you look into it. Right? These councillors are asking, these PPPC councillors are asking for the mayor and his party on the council there to communicate the strategies for an effective garbage collection system, especially as Christmas is coming up here now. So it's the 1st of November. You understand? And up to now, PPPC councillors and maybe even PNC councillors have no idea of the person leading the council or what thoughts they have on managing the garbage situation during Christmas season. We know Christmas, rainy season. We know Christmas, extra garbage all over the place. We want to try and have no flooding in the city. You don't want to bolster the efforts of central government, Mr. Mayor? Is it that you're that blind and visionless that you can't come up with a simple idea to put to the council in relation to garbage collection for the holidays? Come on, Mr. Mayor. Come on. So if it is a case where you are lost, we can send out a searching party for you. Because it's like you sailing in the Demerara and you ain't seeing the West Bank or the East Bank to pull in. You just sailing up the river, sir. Catch yourself. Now, one of the things that shows the lack of foresight and preparedness, would you believe that the mayor is presented the 2023 budget in August of 2023? Could you imagine that? Now, where's the preparation? Where's the foresight? These PPPC councillors are calling for swift action for the necessary arrangements to be put in place to prepare a comprehensive budget for 2024. May it's a new month. Take this month, stop doing stupidness around the place, sit down with your financial people, and prepare a 2024 budget before the ending of December. Possibly present it in late December. So that for the year, at least your agency, the City Hall, Mayor and City Council, has a clear idea of what they're doing and how they're going to achieve it in the coming year. This is the same kind of lackluster, half-baked, cake shop, bottom house operation that we saw at the national level 2015 to 2020. And who going to vote for who in 2025? Yeah, look, Sherrod, all of them high. You hear me? All of them are high and not on good drugs, bad drugs. Right? It is also mentioned that important appointments such as the treasurer or an acting treasurer hasn't happened as yet. So is it that the mayor doesn't want oversight over the finances of City Hall? You've made yourself a signatory to vouchers. Is it that you don't want a treasurer there to have oversight over you? Is it that you want to bully the junior staff in the finance department to probably have blank vouchers or blank checks coming out of there? City Hall done and got money. City Hall done and got money. And the mere fact that they don't have a treasurer, I am sure that this is stalling City Hall's operations. And this is why you have so many issues with the contractors. Because you got no treasurer. So contractor can't get paid. The contractor going to remove the service. The citizens of Georgetown going to start fret. And then these persons going to go on social media and on their TV programs and say, it's the government fault. Right? The PPPC councillors are strongly urging the mayor to expedite the process of appointing a new treasurer and ensure that the city's administrative functions are in order. Please, Mr. Mayor, surprise us. Surprise us and act in a responsible, sensible manner for the citizens of Georgetown. Because deep in my heart, I know you ain't gonna do nothing in relation to that. You will continue to be the Moses Nagamutu of City Hall, a rubber stamp with no effect or no power. Toothless dog, toothless. Use one of them old rice eater people's got in the yard that if it come running to you, if it bites you, you know you ain't got worry. Beer gum. Beer gum. You understand? Get your act together, buddy. Get your act together, buddy. Right? Please, for the sake of Georgetown. For the sake of Georgetown. And you know, they got a lot of people like to talk about when the city was called the Garden City and under which government it was called the Garden City and all them kind of things. But realistically, right, during that time, that government that Georgetown was called the Garden City under didn't have the kind of garbage being generated that is generated now by Regent Street alone, right? They didn't have all that to deal with. So it was easier to maintain a garden city. So I do acknowledge that City Hall needs to build capacity, but they need to do it in a sensible way. And persons who like to comment about the garden city, that was a long time ago, right? You got so much more people now in the garden city, living, working, and doing things. You got so much more inconsiderate people because back then, Guyanese had, I figured they were more grounded. So they felt more responsible for their surroundings. Now, with some of the young people we got, this, no matter how you ask them to use a bin or whatever, they don't have no time with that. Even big people too, out the bus window or out the car window. You understand? So the Garden City time was a very different time. And given the advancements that have happened, City Hall seems to be operating in the same old way with the same old systems of when it was the Garden City. So City Hall needs to up their game, right? So you could find avenues outside of raising rates and taxes to generate income. You're trying to tell me with the subvention that City Hall got, they can buy some garbage trucks? And collect the people garbage? Why? City Hall could write proposal to get funding to do over the main structure. You can write a proposal to fix the market at the back of the stelling there at Stabrook. I mean, geez, do something for the people there, man. Your constables collecting the money. It ain't going to do something for them. Do something, buddy. Anyway, let's move on to a little more positive things. Now, as you guys would know, this government has been doing massive infrastructural work across this country. And we're going to see more roads being done on the East Bank as well as the East Coast. But let's focus in on the East Bank first. Now, the government is demonstrating its commitment to improving infrastructure on the East Bank by allocating $4.1 billion for the development of 100 roads in this area. This investment is aimed at ensuring the road network benefits the local residents. Now, the signing of the road construction contracts took place during a ceremony held in the Friendship area. This collaborative effort involved the Ministries of Public Works and the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development. Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, emphasized the importance of constructing high-quality roads that exceed their expected lifespan. He urged contractors to treat the taxpayers' money with care and ensure that the road projects meet high standards. Now, in relation to supervision and testing, engineers from the ministry will regularly visit construction sites to monitor progress and ensure that work is being executed in a timely manner. Testing will also be carried out to ensure that the roads meet the required standards. Now, the road development projects will benefit several villages along the east bank of Demerara, including Eccles, Diamond, Grove, Covent Garden, Friendship, among others. Now, during the construction period, contractors were encouraged to maintain cleanliness at the work site to minimize inconvenience for residents. Minister Indar also urged new contractors to perform well, as their performance may lead to future contract awards. Also at this contract signing was Minister within the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for public affairs, Minister Kwame McCoy, who highlighted government's unwavering commitment to the development of citizens across the country. He emphasized that government's revenues are being reinvested in public infrastructure and urged contractors to employ local residents to contribute to their community's development. Now, since 2020, right? Since 2020, we in 2023, that's 3 years, and it's not January 2020, it's August 2020, right? Since August 2020, the government has already overseen the construction of over 4,000 roads along the east bank of Demerara, significantly improving accessibility in this area, right? Now, let's jump to the East Coast. Now, Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdew had made commitments to improve road infrastructure in the East Coast Demerara area, right? Now, this led to the signing of 222 road contracts valued at 7.8 billion. Now, again, Minister Indar was on hand for this contract signing, and he revealed that an additional 78 contracts would be signed soon, fulfilling the promise of completing 300 roads in this area. These road projects will complement the construction of 300 roads in Region 6 and 100 roads already constructed on the East Bank, along with what was recently signed as well, forming a comprehensive infrastructural network in these areas. Minister Indar emphasized the extensive scope of the project, covering the East Coast corridor to Mahaika, ensuring that every village in the region would benefit from infrastructure improvement. Again, contractors were urged to adhere to specifications, source materials from established vendors, and cooperate with local residents to ensure the delivery of high quality work within specific deadlines. Now, this section here on the East Coast, this is a tripartite arrangement. So whilst on the East Bank you had local government and public works, on the East Coast we also have the Ministry of Housing and Water, right, being incorporated. So in all, on the East Coast, they had the construction of 1,100 roads in that area. And people often ask, what are we seeing? Where are all money going? Right? But Paul, I don't know when the city would have started to get neglected, right? I do know that the management of the city has been under specific people for its entirety. So you need to ask probably the people at the PNC when they decided to start to neglect the city of Georgetown. Maybe it could be in 1992 when, they lost the dictatorship that was in place. That could be a possibility, Paul. Okay? Great. Now, on to more positive news. Now, the International Group Investment Inc., a 100% Guyanese owned and operated company, has been declared eligible for 2 shallow water blocks, S5 and S10, in the recent auction here in Guyana. Now, IGI has been deemed eligible for these 2 shallow water blocks as a part of the recent auction that featured a total of 11 shallow water blocks and 3 deep water concessions. The company is led by Dr. Udo and his wife, who serve as directors and legal director and legal advisor, respectively. IGI prides itself in being involved in various industries, including construction, education, agriculture, and the oil and gas sector. The company has a track record of excellence spanning 10 years internationally. In the construction sector, IGI is known for transforming ideas into reality, whether it's residential space, commercial development, or critical road infrastructure. They emphasize core values of integrity, excellence, and safety in their projects. Now, the IGI is dedicated to fostering human capital development by creating employment opportunities and facilitating training for employees. They aim to employ more than 70% Guyanese workers and consider outsourcing where needed. Constant capacity building and quality assurance checks will be integral to maintaining high standards. Alongside their construction endeavors, IGI is actively engaged in the oil and gas industry, reflecting their commitment to diversification and growth. So this, along with this all-female company, all Guyanese, 100% Guyanese companies, they're faring well in the oil and gas sector, despite what was peddled over in Washington there. Because remember, Afro-Guyanese, they don't have an opportunity to get into anything in relation to oil and gas, right? So it's good when we have, or when things like these can be highlighted, so that persons can really know that the opposition bullshitting you most of the time. Someone told me just this morning that here, even in a man, they got some inkling of truth or some little bit of truth. I am saying that, sir, Afro-Guyanese have been benefiting, and put aside construction, Afro-Guyanese generally have been benefiting more under this administration than they benefited under the administration that champions or claims to be championing the rights of Afro-Guyanese. And listen, every sector, housing, more Afro-Guyanese are getting house lots now than under the coalition. Education, more Afro-Guyanese are getting scholarships now than under the coalition. Agriculture, more Afro-Guyanese farmers now are getting assistance now than when they were under the coalition. Tourism, more Afro-Guyanese operators are getting assistance now than when they were under the coalition. Agro-processing, more Afro-Guyanese agro-processors have access to the incubator in Region 5 now than when the coalition had an empty building with images on the wall for them. You understand? They had to bring the dry coconuts and shine it to a picture on the wall to process it under the coalition. They had to bring the coconut oil and throw it to a picture on the wall for it to be bottled under the coalition. But now they have access to a business incubator that is doing all of that for them. You know what they've got to do now? Bring 10 bags of dry coconut, drop it off at the facility, come back in a day or two, and collect the finished packaged product. And I am daring to say, because I think this is under the Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce and the Bureau, the Small Business Bureau, that this facility is offered free of cost. I don't have anybody to call now and check, but I am 90% sure that this facility is offered free of cost. You understand? Free of cost. And they didn't get that then. So I'm happy that now they're actually getting something that's benefiting them. Right? Anyway, I'm going to end the live here today. I have some stuff to deal with. I'm going to be out in the field today. So if you see me anywhere, say hello. Thank you guys for joining the program. Please support local. These local businesses here, they support the program. So please give them a check whenever you can. Call for your electrical installation, surveillance cameras, videography, photography services. You need your remotes. Your remote is not working, your PlayStation, your Xbox remote's not working, or you need to get them replaced. Check out G Rubis there at Merriman's Mall, or call the numbers on the screen and get some assistance. They do repairs to ACs, televisions, stereos, things like that. In cloth for all the medical devices, male and female clothing, cosmetics, and electronics. Check them out. Call the numbers on the screen or check their social media platforms. King Kong Construction for your building, design, renovation, interior flooring, consulting, support, and concrete roads. You're secure with iSecure. Armed and unarmed security, executive protection, gun spot cleaning services, fumigation, sanitizing service, general construction, and various supplies. Give them a call. They are also hiring security officers. So please, if you're looking for work, please check out iSecure Security Services. They have really great packages for the staff, and they treat the staff there really well. Very friendly family environment. Make sure you check out Shepherd's Cleaning as well. If you're in the diaspora and you have your property here and you need it to get cleaned, you can check out Shepherd's Cleaning. Contact them on the numbers on the screen here, or email them to see what is up. There's also, if sign a contract for 1 year and receive 1 month free as per your package. Conditions apply. Shepherd's Cleaning is also hiring persons as well. So if you know somebody who's looking for work, please point them in the direction here. I think I saw Japarts was hiring truck drivers. I don't know if they still have vacancies, but still, give them a check. Give them a check. Paul Joseph, please send the information. I'm still waiting on you, sir. Please send the information. Remember, all of this is ours. We're not sharing it with anybody. We're not sharing it with a soul. And whilst these Venezuelans are here and some of them might mess up, let us not fall into that kind of foolishness that we saw in that video, right? Everybody got human rights. Everybody. And you won't like it if your family, or when Guyanese had fled Guyana to Venezuela on the Bornum and the sufferation, if those kind of things were done to them, you would denounce it too. So don't encourage Guyanese to treat Venezuelans like that. If they violate you, take them to the police here. The police, I mean. Call the police. And y'all hear what the vice president said, that the police went in a wrong direction. Not like it wasn't known that this would have been something that would have been done. But the police went completely left with the idea that was put forward. And they were instructed to correct it. Right? Also, guys, before I go, if you're passing at UG Road, check out. Yeah, check. Yes, Sheikh Hassan. Yeah, they did back then. Right? But now they're running back home because things nice here and sufferation over there. Right? So, guys, if you're on UG Road, remember to check out Kings and Queens Barbecue there for your fish and chips, chicken and chips, burgers, and Creole food as well. Kings and Queens Grill Guyana on UG Road. That's all the time I have for today. Guys, be safe out there. Remember, it's all about peace, love, one Guyana.